Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 77 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Travis Kelce, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Looks good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, and now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season, creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 14. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Hurts throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Steelers who were able to walk away with the road victory. Russell Wilson, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Damian Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. McCaffrey on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. And
he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
2nd and 16. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. They'll set up a throw. He's got Ayuk once again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Well, this offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season. Sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team. Get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe, but that's much easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got Elliott. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a third down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. 2nd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall